is when a bill is titled something. It's the opposite of that. So we'll get into that today and how it affects you, and they'll tell you that it won't affect you, and it will affect you. Also, you may not know this, but some Palestinian forces killed their own children. It's being reported as the IDF, and no fact checks. We also want to talk about some common sense car reform here on the show today. Yeah. And on Mug Club, you can go to livelesscreditor.com/Mug Club. We have a story on a libertarian who's financed her campaign with OnlyFans because she couldn't finance it through black tar heroin. Yet. It's a live show, Monday through Thursday. If you're not getting notifications, if you're not getting subscriptions working, just tune in here, YouTube, or of course on Rumble, or Mug Club, an additional full hour of show, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern. It's a live show. That's the best way to find us. You won't find us any other way. My question of the day, where would you want your money going if you could pick instead of the IRS?
In a fire pit?
Yeah, and then some nice veterans could inhale it.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. And then we wouldn't help them.
With
the same money.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's just cut out the middleman and give it to the IRS. Yeah. So you hear them. You love them. Gerald A. is here.
Hi. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fine, aside from the foot. And you know him. He's the quickest man on his feet. I am on tour with him this fall. Phoenix, September 16th.
Ahoy.
Arizona Federal Theater. Houston, September 17th.
Ahoy.
Smartline Financial Center at Sugar Land. And then Charleston, West Virginia, October 8th.
Ahoy.
At the Charleston Coliseum. Then a bunch of other dates, but these are the ones coming up. Dave Landau.
Ahoy.
Doing well?
Yeah, I'm all right. Can't complain.
Your mustache looks thicker.
I know. You said that. I don't know what happened.
Slightly less pedophilic.
Yeah, it's a little more almost Kevin Kline. And
I love it. In and Out?
Is it? No, that's the gay one.
I assumed that was the mustache one.
Wait, that's fair. There's one where he owns a pizza parlor. They want to kill him.
That's also a gay one.
Is it?
Well, because of what he had in the computer room. All right.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a, just so you know, that's not a real YouTube. We're not saying it's a real thing. It's just a ping pong joint. Now,
that's all it is.
Let's, before we move on to the IRS, because I want to get into that, I don't know if you guys have seen this. This is a woman who wants the university to police speech so that this is where, and if you think this doesn't matter, it does, because unfortunately these people, we view them, of course, as psychopaths, but they are seen as, not only mainstream, but these people wield undue influence. And this is something that's important. When people say, hey, comedy, you shouldn't punch down. I don't think you're punching down when you're simply pointing out people who have influence that flies in the face of science, biology, and not to mention the First Amendment. So here this woman is complaining about her university not policing speech so that she doesn't get misgendered.
Today has been day 4 of law school, and I spent the morning with the Dean of Diversity and Inclusion because I have been misgendered so many times by the faculty of this university, which claims to stand on progressive principles. And so I go to this Dean, and this Dean tells me that I need to exercise grace and patience in the small things. I'm like, listen, lady, this is not a small thing. Being misgendered is distressing. It's
I must say.
And I explained to her how hard it is to try to figure out why people keep seeing me as a female.
It's not hard.
And she's like, okay, well, you can escalate it to the Title IX director. I'm like, listen, the Title IX director was on a webinar yesterday misgendering people. Oh, to which this lady had no solutions for me on where to go next. And if this hasn't been
psychiatric
learning experience about how broken our system is and why policies need to change and how much bureaucracy there is and how much the system is set in its ways and why we need really good attorneys, then I don't know what is.
I love how she bitches about bureaucracy and then says we need more bureaucracy and attorneys to enforce it.
I love how she looks like Steve Martin and not Steve Martin, but Martin Short playing Alfalfa.
Yes. By the way, she's going to regret it because she's a pretty lady. Statistically, she'll probably regret the transition. A lot of people do when you change it. No, I think she's a cute lady.
I mean,
I think she's a cute. She was a cute lady who is obviously now a man.
Yes,
but I'm saying
obviously.
Well,
I don't know.
In all these, like, she's been on campus for 4 days. Nobody knows who she is, or maybe they don't care to know who she is. That's fine. But I'm not doing that on purpose. But if you meet
it's impossible to do correctly.
Right? If you meet somebody on the street or if you meet somebody on campus and you have never met them before, do you have to stop and ask everybody their pronouns? Or can you just go, oh, hey, I'm actually he. I know I look female on the outside, but I am male.
Right.
Be like, oh, I didn't know.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that you were a male with a 28-inch chest and 24 waist. I was just...
I call everybody a whatsy-woozy.
Right.
There you go.
Gets me out of trouble.
You Dr. Seuss it.
We just have to change the English language. Let's do that.
Yeah. Who, by the way, was an actual doctor.
Yes.
That must have been terrible.
Yeah. really weird diagnosis.
You have the figure of a dancer. The bad news is that you have cancer. Well, you're a dick.
Did you
Why
have to
would you
make it
rhyme
rhyme?
that?
It hurts enough.
Oh, I hear you sobbing. Boo-hoo. I can't help it. This is what I do. I'm going to murder you, Dr. Seuss.
Here's some news you might want to forgive. You have 3 days to live.
Ooh.
And he just pogo sticks out of the room. You're like, this isn't nice at all.
My, I enjoyed examining your rump. Unfortunately, I found a malignant lump. Playing a trumpet. All right.
Some of your money will be freeing. Seems your baby's not breathing.
Oh, Seuss.
dear.
Well, you know what? That softened the landing.
I don't mean to be a prick, but it looks like you're missing your.
Oh, well, and then he's misgendering
Yeah.
Dr. Seuss,
That's
too.
Yeah, that's
Brings
true.
it full circle.
He really wasn't good with
I'm
that.
so glad that we canceled his books
I know.
decades after he died.
It was important. Years later.
So let's get to this.
The Grinch stole your genitals.
Yes. Instead of candy canes, it's just dildos out of the kid's thing.
Susie, it's Brian. Okay.
All right. Good to see you again.
All he left in the house was a miniature butt plug too small for a mouse. Seuss, we should have known. Okay. So let's get to the IRS here. This is the Inflation Reduction. Am I getting that name right? Inflation Reduction Act? Because in my head, I'm
Yes
going
and no.
inflation bill, the bill that causes inflation.
Yes. Massive.
And I want you to comment here below. Tell me what it is that you know of this bill. We've gone through it. I believe it's 78 pages, if I'm not mistaken,
Something like that.
which is surprisingly short, considering that it takes over like a fifth of the economy.
It's a lot of money.
Let's set this up on what the Democrats are going to be telling you. But Sunday, President Kamala Harris cast Z's vote. I'm not going to fall into that trap again.
No, we're not.
Breaking a 50-50 Senate tie, and this bill was officially passed, the Inflation Reduction Act, so that you don't think I'm making it up. Here's a clip.
The affirmative, and the bill, as amended, is passed.
I just hope that oversized chair one day swallows her like Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Oh, yeah.
And the bill is...
If it's like Pee-wee's toilet.
Yes. Okay. So what is wrong with this bill? There are actually some things that are good in this bill.
Yeah.
But not many. And the good things are actually things that Donald Trump had done that were undone by former Vice President Joe Biden, and he redid in a less effective way. So let me give you my primary gripes, and I encourage you to go and read this bill for yourself. All references are available at louderwithconner.com. I'm just giving you the synopsis because I know that most of you aren't going to go read the bill unless it's a 5-page Green New Deal. Don't blame me. This is your fault. It's a giant pork barrel, never-ending funnel for Democrat interests.
Yeah.
And not only Democrat interests, but social justice interests, things that don't even make sense. So, for example, $272 million goes to Native American communities. This is for inflation, to reduce inflation. Mm-hmm. For climate resilience and adaptation.
Wait.
Including $150 million for tribal home electrification, $10 million for tribal fish hatcheries. They're going to foam their teepees.
Right.
And
I thought these were like the original environment.
solar power their jerky hanging.
How does giving them electricity, which has to come from coal, help us any?
They get, well, you don't understand this. They get a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're happy about it.
Of course they are, but it doesn't do
Well, all their
anything
land
to
has a
help.
little piece of Vegas on it.
Yes. Wind turbine slot machines.
Boom.
$272 million to Native American communities for reducing inflation.
Yeah.
Okay, there's $2 billion in grants for domestic production of green vehicles. All right, okay, I understand that, but again, this is not the free market. There's a $4,000 credit to buy a used clean car. Now, to be clear, there used to be more of a credit, and there still is. I think it's $7,000 for a new green car, for a new electric vehicle.
Okay.
And that was capped at 200. Once you sold 200,000, Tesla sold more than 200,000 vehicles because theirs didn't suck, and so they were no longer getting that credit. They'll get that credit now. One thing in this bill, though, is it requires the lithium. The lithium for the batteries to not be mined in China. So where are they going to get the lithium? Africa, just so you know. Just in case. Yeah. It's not going to come from the United States because we don't have the capability because we can't be mining here.
No.
So I'm waiting for that sequel with DiCaprio, Blood Lithium.
Doesn't roll off the tongue as easy.
It's about as accurate as his accent. And then Manchin changed his tune now. You know, Manchin Cinema were kind of the holdouts with these giant bills.
Right.
And I just want you to try and take a guess before I get to my hunch. Why do you think Manchin changed his mind all of a sudden? Could it be? Is it